Howdy YouTube. Today we're taking a look at the charismatic enigma. It's not Jeff Hardy, it's the Riddler. Now this particular Riddler figure comes to us from the DC Comics Designer Series by Greg Capullo. And really nice looking Riddler. Probably my favourite attire for Riddler was always when he had the suit and tie. In particular, Batman the Animated Series. That for me is the definitive Riddler. And to get a figure that is at least similar to that makes me very, very happy. At the back, you can see some nice shots of the Riddler figure there at the back. It would have been nice if they had a few stills from the comic books where this guy, appears looking like this. But not much we can do about that. He comes in the sleeker style DC Collectibles packaging, which I'm a big fan of. Makes things a lot easier, a lot simpler than the old big bulky DC Direct style packaging. So that's always a good sign. Not much else on the way of packaging. So let's get this guy opened up. And just a quick look at the side of the packaging. We see Edward Nygma, the Riddler there. Really cool cartoony type shot. Other than that, though, there's not much else. And the other figures in the set are, of course, Batman, Talon, the Riddler, and Nightwing. The Nightwing looks really awesome. Not so much a big fan of the Batman. Talon looks pretty cool. And then, of course, we've got the Riddler. The read-up at the very, very bottom of the packaging does say an all-new line of highly detailed action figures based on the artwork of Greg Capullo from the world of Batman. Each figure includes multiple points of articulation and character-specific accessories. So let's get this guy opened up. Okay, and here we have the Riddler opened up and out of packaging, and definitely a very cool figure. I'm a big fan of this particular style of Riddler. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. Now, he does have quite a few flaws, which I will run through. I shouldn't say quite a few. He does a couple. Now, looking across there, he's got the mutton chop style head, which isn't bad. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. At the back there, he's got almost like a reddy brown coloured hair. One thing that's a little disappointing is the hat is not removable. That's a little bit of a shame. And also, when you move his head, there's a bit of a gap there. So that becomes a little annoying at times. But otherwise, not too bad. Not too bad. Moving down, we see nice detail on the trademark Riddler suit, which I think is really nice. A few more question marks and things wouldn't have hurt, if I'm honest. The green is really awesome. I prefer this green to, say, the Arkham City Riddler figure, which we've got, which is also not a bad figure, but one that's giving me quite a bit of grief as well. I love that he's got the trademark Riddler mask as well. That's something that disappointed me with some of the other Riddler figures that don't come with his glasses or at least the mask. Maybe a question mark on the tie would have just added a little bit more to this guy. From memory, he is very similar to a DC Universe figure of the Riddler that came out a couple years ago as well. So pretty neat, pretty cool. Just for comparison, I will bring in the Arkham City Riddler, which isn't bad. As you can see, I've had some problems with his hand, which gets a little bit annoying. Definitely the face on the Designer Series Riddler is much nicer than the Arkham City one, that's for sure. Now, in terms of articulation, the Riddler's got a ball-jointed head, swivel arms, which is a big shame. I thought they were going to be ball-jointed like a lot of the other figures. Swivel arms. Oh, that's very, very annoying. He does have swivel in the forearm, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, nothing in the waist, legs move forward and back, very stiff bend at the knee, and then ball-jointed ankles. Why they couldn't give us ball-jointed arms baffles me, or even elbows, ball-jointed elbows. Why have we got swivel stuff that we got in the 90s and early 2000s? That's a little disappointing, if I'm honest, and a bit of a shame. Now, the Riddler does come with his trademark cane. There's not a lot of detail on it, so I'm not going to showcase it too extensively in this particular review. Honestly, a little bit of a disappointment. The fact that they didn't include ball joints, no waist articulation, just little things like that that they've done with so many other figures is a little bit annoying, if I'm honest. Also, little things like adding an extra question mark here or there just to make it more special really detract from this figure. Overall, though, I'm just going to have him displayed so it doesn't bother me too much. I really like the particular design of the Riddler figure. So if you're a fan of the Riddler, then this guy's probably worth picking up. Otherwise, if you're not as big a fan, you can probably hang in there, wait. I know the Arkham Knight figures will certainly produce a Riddler. That'll probably be a really awesome one to get. So the choice is honestly up to you. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the DC Collectibles Designer Series from Greg Capullo, the Riddler.